This is recording the audio.
Oh.
And then that's actually recording the actual footage.
Are we live or?
Yeah, now we're live. So
wait, we never came up with a name episode. Shit.
I just put episode 3.
Oh, well,
It's fine.
No, it's not fine. There's gotta be a title to things, okay? It just gives it how you're gonna hook people in. Don't you all be looking at me like I'm crazy? You're crazy.
Well, I guess this is going to be our trademark, is arguing every episode at the beginning. But this is GLW Perimeter. I'm Lionel.
I'm Weekly's Death.
I'm Ghostblade.
And this is where we talk about anime, movies, video games, and basically post memes and all that stuff and have fun with it. So this week's episodes of anime was just, honestly, in my opinion, just emotional for the most part.
Honestly, I think they were a little lackluster in my liking.
Yeah. I feel like the only one that was good that pretty much everybody was raving about that we were watching was Boruto.
Yeah, and hey, Trenton. Yeah, so Boruto is on the list. Do we want to talk about that first?
Yeah, I mean, we can start with Boruto.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, cool. We'll do TikTok and Facebook Live next week. Well, Instagram it is. Instagram it is. So we could talk about Boruto.
All right. Anybody want to start on it?
The new Rasengan.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Team 7 combined attack.
Dude, I know. It's nothing that we never seen from Team 7. At least not as all in one. It's like they all always did like their own 3 like separate abilities all together, but never together. So it was definitely interesting to see. And then
Sarada again, the
yes.
second one.
Yes.
Sarada finally upgrading her Sharingan. Oh my god.
Yes. That right there was just yes. Like everyone was waiting for it and it finally happened.
It finally happened.
Finally.
I wish you could have done a bit more, but I get what we can get.
Yeah, like I was hoping more from Misaki also, but he's also semi-hurt still. So wasn't really expecting much from him.
It turned his fight to Orochimaru. Am I saying that right?
Yeah,
Orochimaru.
Yeah.
Yeah, like his fight was definitely interesting also because it was just like in my opinion, it's also kind of weird to see him fight good occasionally.
Who, Orochimaru?
Yeah.
He's Orochimaru. What do you mean occasionally? His fighting has always been good.
I'm not saying good as in like...
Oh, you mean for the side of good?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's still kind of weird that he's fighting for the side of good. It's just kind of like...
For the side of good? I mean...
Didn't he do that in the Great Ninja War, or am I thinking wrong?
Yeah.
Well, like, he did partner with the allies in the Great Ninja War, but it was just so everything stayed the way it was.
Yeah.
At least that's what I kind of got out of it because I read the manga towards that part because I didn't want to deal with the fillers. I'm willing to admit it.
Nobody does.
Well, I did.
Well, I give you props for that.
I watched it all.
I was like...
Some of them were good. Not all fillers were bad. Some of them were pretty funny.
I can't really say much. I still am trying to catch up on that. I am thousands of episodes behind y'all.
Yes.
But I am watching it. There are things I'm learning.
I think
Which I give you props on.
I think that's what you should do.
I definitely give you props on.
That was the thing. It was like whenever I saw Naruto as a kid, I was like, ninjas, and they're not as bloodthirsty as I like them to be.
Okay, so for you, it's like if it's not enough blood, no thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. I was an evil child.
Jesus Christ. But what was I about to say? I think that's what you should do on your time off. It's just not nonstop watch the show.
Of Naruto.
Yes.
Well, I still am trying to finish a couple other animes. Like
those can wait. You have freaking thousands to catch up to.
I know I have thousands, and I'm catching up on them as best as I can.
Too slow.
Too slow. But
Yes.
I blame, in my opinion, you can't give me too much stuff on this week. This week is a holiday week with Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I know that, and that will always keep somebody busy.
Yeah. Pretty much. But that's all I have for Baruto, unless you guys got something to add. We had
Tristan's asking if we seen B&A on Netflix. B&A.
Be a little bit more specific, Lucas.
I hope to God you don't mean Boku no.
No, I don't even know if
B&A.
it's on Netflix. Tristan, can you put the title? Because none of us have no idea what that is. I rarely go on Netflix just
The
to
only
watch
thing
it.
on Netflix I watch anime wise is Seven Deadly Sins, and I still am waiting for the next part of that King and Ashura anime.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Honestly, I've honestly already forgot about that one.
Mhm.
Shit.
Well, what was the other martial art one? Starts with a B.
Baki?
Yeah, that one was actually pretty good. You should give that one a try.
Should I?
Yeah.
All right.
It's about 2 seasons in now, but it's actually really good.
I'll add that to the list.
And then
Your
Sinbad.
non-existent list.
Sinbad, they have not done anything since season 1.
Sinbad.
Yeah.
On Netflix, they did a Sinbad anime.
Really?
Yes. And me and Brian actually enjoyed the first season, and it's kind of sad that it only has done 1 season so far.
It's part of one of anime's hell, where
Yeah.
you only get one and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's depressing, but it happens with anime.
Well, the bad thing is that it's not just that. It's like there's so many animes out there that only has 1 season, and I wish they would do more.
And they leave it on like cliffhanger
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh my god, the
I-
cliffhangers.
I recently did experience that with Ghost telling me about a previous anime I just finished a few weeks ago that you watched called High School of the Dead or something. Some anime with high school people and they're zombies.
Oh,
What
yeah,
about
High
it?
School of the Dead.
What
High
about
School
it?
of the
Yeah.
Dead, that's right. Yeah, I recently finished that and
Oh yeah.
that one does fall underneath anime hell.
Well, but unfortunately with that one, because of what happened in Japan, it made the writer
Yeah.
stop because it was such a fear that I'm pretty sure what happened in Japan at that time traumatized him to where he just didn't want to write about what he was writing.
Yeah.
Okay, I just looked up B&A. That's actually what it's called. And I honestly don't ever remember seeing
I
this
have
on
never
Netflix.
even seen
I
a
look-
recommendation for
here.
that.
I literally have not, as much as I scroll through Netflix.
Okay. Yeah, so I've seen clips on this, but I have yet to watch it because I was like, I don't know. But the main character, so the only thing that would probably drive me in is the main character looking like a wolf. That would probably be
the same concept as Beastars that's on Netflix.
Yeah, but this would probably be the only thing that would actually drive me into it, to be honest, if I was to sit down and watch this. But
Oh, now you gotta watch it.
well, so until I get done with the Misfits of Demon Academy, I'm gonna get done with that first before I watch that.
I still want to watch that one.
Dude, like I'm only about 4 episodes in, and the first 4 episodes were just spot on.
Yeah.
Like it was really good. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about now, Trin, because it took me a minute. Because it's one of the animes I've seen, but I haven't yet to watch it because there's like a few other things I watch. And unless you're going to really sit down and watch 1,000 episodes, do not watch One Piece because I've already kind of,
You doomed yourself with that.
I have.
That's a decision you decided to take.
Yeah, like you know that one meme where like the dude's walking down a death hallway staring. And he's like, I gotta find out what happened to him. I'm not doing that for you.
Yeah, well,
I can't do that.
unfortunately, it is what it is. Hey, what's up, Raymond? But so the next one is I Stand on a Million Lives. Who wants to start that one?
I mean, nothing really. I mean, besides them finally clearing the quest, it was really just about. Oh man, what is the chick with the glasses? Oh my god, I'm so bad with names. It was just really about her just trying to fantasize her love for video games and trying to put the characters together. She's trying to play matchmaker.
Yeah, she almost seemed like a love doctor in this one.
Well, she's a gamer, and she's the gamer that likes to play those dating sim games.
Yeah, but it was kind of weird because last episode we were dealing with, is it right to kill virtual characters, even though this is a video game, and now we're going into the whole
the question
matchmaker.
The question was like if this play should be considered just a normal like fantasy with no consequences, or is this an actual different dimensional kind of place where that does matter to these people?
Yeah, and which is it was kind of weird because it was just kind of like almost a complete 180 from what we were doing with to now.
Because there's still so much mystery with the master, the headmaster.
Yeah,
kind of ironic to call him headmaster if he's missing half a head.
Yeah. What did you have on this episode?
It was strange how they turn in the quest that they had the 3 boxes that they said with severed heads.
Yeah.
That was the way of how they turned it in. To me, that part was strange. With that,
what do you mean it was strange to you?
That to take the ability to finish the quest, they needed the severed heads of the enemies.
Well, that's what they prepared 3 ways of finishing the quest.
Yeah.
And he showed it out, like either the prisoners, the weapons loot, or the severed heads. And and like the guy said at the end of it, it just really came down to what the master considered to be cleared.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it is weird, like the severed heads, that would be considered the goods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what did you think about like when it first opened? Just them finding basically
nothing out of the ordinary.
The crazy
dead
girl
horse and
and
then
the 2 guys.
Yeah.
Seems normal to me.
Yeah, it's pretty normal for that anime.
Especially because coming from her, I'm like, okay, she's doing what she likes to do. I mean, okay.
She had the crazy eyes, so that's what I expected.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for that anime.
Yeah, that one was kind of short on this week's.
Yeah. What's next?
How to pick up a girl in a dungeon.
That episode felt kind of slow. Like we get it was the aftermath of the whole Zeno versus human fight, but it did feel slow. It didn't feel like there was enough. We didn't see much of the villagers hating on Belle.
I mean, we kind of did.
We did, but not nearly as much. It focused more on what it should be focused on, of like trying to free them, and then
Yeah.
Well, that's literally what the next episodes will be like. They're all literally prepared for the rescue operation.
Yeah.
Which is going to be the next one. So we'll just have to see how that goes.
Like I probably would have liked to see a little bit more of like the villagers and the whole city kind of like going towards Belle, maybe even at the mansion.
Yeah.
Kind of saying whatever they were going to say. But it kind of seemed like they were leaving him alone to an extent and then kind of going from there.
The one little dude cracked the code of his plan, of Belle's plan, very easily without any proof of like how he figured it out.
Yeah, but it was like
he seems to be really
was like
smart.
It almost seems like he was a genius. Every time we see him, he's always like trying to outsmart everybody.
Yeah.
Almost. I don't know. That's the way it seemed to me every time we see him.
Oh, they haven't shown him enough screen time of him for me to really care too much about him.
Not yet,
Yeah. But it was just kind of weird. And then, what about y'all's opinion on the sword design?
Sword?
On who?
Like how he was, how their blacksmith spent 5 days making 3 swords.
Oh, the magic swords?
Oh, the
Yeah.
magic sword. I'll give my rating until I see what they actually do.
Yeah, I can't judge a magic sword unless I see what it does too. I'm with Ghost on this, but I do like the main thing I don't like about magic swords, and I've had these problems with them with other animes, is like they always try a way to make them smaller when they're sheathed or when they're extended out. Like whenever he pulled out the sword out of the bag, it just deflated, and I was like, okay, that's not really too cool. But like, I gotta judge the magic sword based upon what it was. Like the sword does look cool. It's got a cool blue tint on it, cool design. But unless I can see its magical power, I can't say anything about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's it on that one.
Yeah. What's next?
The Day I Became a God.
I personally think that countdown is for something else. I don't think it's meant for the end of the world.
What? Wait, what?
Well, the father, they finally met the father.
Yeah.
And the father was talking about some untreated disease.
Because apparently from what he described, Hina like died. And this is a completely new Hina who she's now Odin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like she put.
So the first one died, and however happened miraculously, she has been brought back as Odin with this Lovo syndrome, which apparently has no treatment. But honestly, it was just a history background about her.
Yeah. It was kind of funny at times when like he thought like, oh, is she really dead? Or is she a ghost or something?
Yeah, like that was funny.
Yeah.
Because it was like she brought him
when
tea.
they wouldn't see her in the living room.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that caught me on.
Because it was funny. It was like, here's your tea, and then it was just like instantly like he started automatically thinking, it's like, wait, has she been dead the entire time she's been in my head?
Oh my god, is this a freaking of my imagination? That had me going too. Oh my god, I hate the subversion expectations. Oh my god, I hate those so much.
I do think the father's kind of a piece of shit. Like he did make it sound like he just gave up on his daughter.
Yeah, it did almost sound like that, because it was just like, it almost seemed like she was through so much, especially after like supposedly her mother died.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, it almost kind of seemed like he abandoned her practically.
Yeah, pretty much. So I will give the father shit on that.
Yeah. I kind of agree with you on that one.
Yeah. Other than that, it didn't really feel like much. It was practically a filler episode, but we did get some back information about her, but it wasn't, in my opinion, much on it. It was just a gag episode, pretty much.
Yeah. At least for the most part.
Yeah. The countdown is getting a lot closer.
Yeah, so we're like 8 episodes in, so it looks like day 30 might hit like on episode 12.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's not going to be like the end of the world. Like you said, it might be like...
It might be something else.
Might be like her disease or something.
That's what I'm thinking of, because like, what if she didn't die and all this God stuff is just in her head?
Yeah.
And the countdowns to the days of her death. We never know, because that's how...
That's what they want you to believe.
Well, we never know. That's the thing. Because like that's how animes are mostly, is they're just like, okay, there's this girl here, we know 2 different sides. We know one side, the world's going to end. The other side, this girl's probably alive, but she's probably dead, or she's probably going to die. We don't know.
Yeah.
We just have to wait till the countdown. That's pretty much all I got. What about you, Ghost?
I don't really. I don't really like to when an episode doesn't really have much. I mean, I'm not gonna say it didn't have much, but it's just one of those episodes I just don't really. I kind of already forget about it as soon as I'm done watching it. But now I understand her a bit of her, I understand a bit of her background now. But
What do you think of the father? Do you think he was in the right or the wrong of giving up on his daughter?
I don't know. I can't really decide on that because I mean everyone has their own views, and everyone has their own views on how they see things.
Right.
Who's to say that his decision was the right or wrong way? I mean, what happened has happened. There's no going back to it.
Yeah, it would just be kind of interesting to see what happens next week.
Yeah. Next up on the list, good sir.
I guess Noblest. It's like I know you haven't really watched it from the
No.
beginning, but like the general gist is like it's about these nobles, and the main one that you're seeing, the one with the black hair and the cross earring, he's like, from what I get it, he's like a protector of the noblest. Like he follows no. It's almost like a cult, basically.
Pretty much.
He follows no person. He is like his own thing within the nobles, but he's more of a protector instead of trying to be a leader or something.
Obviously, I've not seen much of this anime, but it did feel like this episode was like half present time, half flashback.
Because it was
Yeah.
flashback.
Well, yeah, it's like as soon as we saw the main guy, the noble leader,
Yeah.
saying "I still don't trust you, Frankenstein," it was kind of like, oh, well, we automatically know it's about to go
That-
into a flashback.
that was just an episode about Frankenstein. Knowing a little bit more about Frankenstein.
His weapon was pretty bland from what you were saying when we were watching it.
It just looks so generic. Like, I mean, if it had like an actual physical form and design, I would probably like it better. But for it to be just like this, like just a dark shaped object, it's just like any other generic looking thing. I'm not really gonna be too hyped up about it. Like, it needs like an actual physical form and design to it.
Yeah.
So I'm not really gonna think too much about it.
It might eventually get a physical form. It's just maybe like right now, since it's just his power, it's like they kind of did
But
what
it was
they
his
did.
power back then.
Yeah. So
It's still his power now.
Is it?
Well,
Yeah.
it's still his power now, but you know he might be able to kind of control it to where it might have like an actual physical form now. We're just not going to see it
Yeah.
because it is a soul weapon. So it's just a human soul weapon. Since he's still technically human that's lived hundreds of years, basically.
Yeah.
Which is weird because technically we know Frankenstein as a monster built from thousands of body parts.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of weird to see how they did Frankenstein this, but it's anime, so.
They can do it any way they want as long as
Yeah.
it's done good.
We could keep going on this one.
I mean, there wasn't much though. I mean,
It's pretty much like what we said at the beginning of today's show is like there's a handful of good things that happen with animes this week, but most of it was just it felt like mostly like filler. There was a couple of good ones. This one
Yeah.
felt like a filler.
Well, like, Boruto probably so far was one of the main ones because this was like a revenge fight.
Yeah, it gave a character a new transformation.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else. Damn it, and we just talked about it.
Well, like we got to see a little bit more of his power and everything, so it was definitely kind of interesting to see. So I don't know. So far, out of all of them that we talked about, Boruto was definitely probably the one that had the most that happened.
Yeah. Well, the ones in my opinion that most happen, we haven't even talked about yet.
Fire
Yeah.
Force.
Well,
Fire Force and
Is that one
Ruby.
next?
Yeah, it was either going to be between Fire Force or Ruby.
Nah, Fire Force.
Fire Force.
Okay, so Fire Force.
Yes, Maki.
Maki.
Maki-chan back on 8.
She's back where she belongs.
Back where she belongs, and it almost seemed like it was just a test.
It-
Shit, Taz, man, she already proved her word. She controlled all of that explosion.
She's the
all
eighth
by
company's
herself.
fucking what she call herself, a witch or
Well, she's technically a witch.
yeah.
But the thing is like everything that has happened to this point, it's like I don't know how more she had to prove herself because like the previous fights should have been like more than enough.
Yeah, but her brother doesn't know about the previous fights. We got to see the true light of her brother.
Yeah.
When he was like, from the brother's words was, stand back, you're a woman. Like, excuse you, bro. All you do is block fire. She has her two little fire buddies. I cannot remember them on the top of my head because it's been so long since she pulled them out.
Well, besides that, it's like she could control it, do whatever she wants with it.
Yeah.
She could basically make it like, oh, you want to use it? No. Like
Honestly, I honestly wanted to slap him. As soon as he mentioned the word female, I'm like, oh no, here we go again. We're gonna get into this debate that because she's a female, you don't like her being where she's at.
I think she's stronger than her brother, to tell you the truth.
That's
I think-
obvious.
Well, I think the brother was a second gen and she's a third gen.
No,
so.
they're
She's
both
a
second gen.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the whole reason.
It's just
why
that-
both of them were at the front lines was because they were both second gen. And
He doesn't have the
control
battle
fight.
experience that she has.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, she's gonna be way stronger.
Yeah, and this is true, unfortunately.
But she's back. Vulcan earned my respect a little bit when that little number 8 gold pin was a communicator.
Yes, that was genius. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
So,
So even if she was in the military, like she was still relaying getting information.
I'm just happy she's back where she belongs. She's with the 8th Company. Thank God I got to hear her slam Arthur. I do like Maki and Arthur both, and I loved it when they went back to the company. She just yelled at him saying, "Who you calling Gorilla Cyclops?" That
I mean, she's always doing that.
that's
though.
the best. That's got to be the best thing ever.
yeah, but it's always fun to like see everyone go after Arthur because Arthur always seems like he's like this top notch, and then he's always
he's
put
like
right
the
back down.
professional smart idiot.
Oh my god! You know what really pissed me off? Seeing Cho like that, his little brother. Cho.
Yeah, that did.
Especially
frustrate me
considering
a little
how
bit.
strong that guy is.
That was an awesome fight last season,
But-
but they made him like a doll.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
that's the one. Hanu.
The pillar.
Yeah, the one with the mask on her eyes.
Yeah, the golden crown.
Just because of her, like she's the one controlling him
Yeah.
to be standstill like that. I just hate that they've turned it into like that.
I feel like Arrowhead Girl is going to portray him because she did not look happy what they were doing to show.
No, like she looked like she was like completely disgusted.
Yeah. I think she's the best Everglass person. She's personally my favorite. I love her ability, the flaming bow. That's pretty cool.
I kind of like Sho because like he's just this really fast knight samurai kind of guy.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I wouldn't really say fast. He just has his own time dimension.
Yeah.
well, basically.
It may seem fast, but it's not really fast.
Well, no.
He's just able. He's able to, like, cool the entire universe heat. Heat. Like, if I remember what it was correct, like it was a bit confusing from what I read. Like he's able to, like you know how there's a world temperature or universe temperature that's hot, and he can like instantly cool. That's why if he uses it for too long, he starts to freeze.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what he's doing. He's cooling the entire universe heat so that it just stops time. And then when he does that, it may seem like he's fat, but it just stops time for everybody else, and he just do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think about. He's cooling the entire universe. Think about that. I don't even want to know to the extent how is that possible, but it is.
I mean, he's been training since he was an infant, basically.
Yeah.
Unlike, oh my God, what's his name? His brother. I should know this. He's the main
Shinra.
guy. Shinra, yeah. He's only been training since he was like 6 or 12 or something. Which, in its own sense, it still is the same amount of time between the two.
He only got real training when he was being taught with Obi.
Yeah.
That's when he started doing the hand signals and all that, and how to really utilize his ability.
And most he just did the training at the Fire Force boot camp, which we learned is the third company. Am I right on that? Third or fourth?
That does the boot camp?
Yeah, it does the boot camps.
That was the second company.
I thought second was military.
Oh,
Because
shit.
second is where Juggernaut's from.
I don't think we haven't really heard from third
No, we haven't yet.
or fourth.
No,
No, then yeah, it's the second company.
I think it was the second.
It was the second company about the boot camp.
It might have been.
Juggernaut's alive, which I knew it was gonna be. There's
Well,
no way. There's no way. There was no way they were gonna kill him out after all that. Nah.
He's just missing an arm and a leg.
Yeah. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see what they do with him if he does keep fighting with the Fire Force.
Yeah. Which I don't see why wouldn't he. It's I'm pretty sure in their day and age, it's not hard getting prosthetics, and technically his ability is prosthetics because we did see him like recover limbs at some
Yeah,
point.
well, it's like he had
No. That's not his ability.
Well, he had layers.
That's
He
that's
had,
his.
like,
That's
layers
just
and
his.
layers of clothes.
That's just his uniform.
Yeah, that's just his uniform,
but
but
that's not his ability.
yeah. What's his ability?
His ability is the fire bullets, basically.
His
Oh,
ability
right.
is creating these weapons of like he's kind of like Green Lantern but with fire.
Basically.
Because he made those missiles, he made like the minigun, and then he made that giant torpedo.
Nuke.
Yeah,
It was a nuke.
so he's basically Green Lantern but with fire. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
All right, there we go. The next Green Lantern.
So he's already better than the live action. Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're not even gonna get into
That's
that.
a debate for another day.
Wait, what else happened? No, what's that? Wait, we didn't talk about Giovanni. Oh my god, Dr. Giovanni.
Oh,
with
like
Shinra
how
and-
he was a giant
Yeah.
insect, and then like all of a sudden now he could like do the link.
Because that was his theory. That's why he experimented so much with insects. He wanted to see if an ordinary he called himself human, but I don't think he's human anymore.
I think
He
If-
wasn't even human the first time we saw him.
That's his words, not mine.
Well,
He wanted
yeah.
to test out if a human is able to have an Adola link with somebody who can do an Adola burst, and Shinra already proved that to him. And then Shinra, now that he mentioned that, Shinra started to think about Captain Bentu, I think his name was, with the injury, that he was able to also call out to Shinra when he needed his help.
Yeah.
It's people who have experienced the Adola that can do an Adola link, which can be a little confusing sometimes. I'm like Adola this, Adola.
Honestly, season 1 and the beginning of season 2 was a little confusing with all that because it was a constant jumping back and forth kind of thing.
It can get a little hard because they keep saying Adola this, Adola that, Adola that. You're like, I feel like I need like a book to read to understand this or that.
I mean,
but it's not that confusing, but
the whole world's based upon that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why they make the mangas.
Yeah.
No, I need a freaking Wikipedia at that point. I need a manga. I need a Wikipedia of what is everything Adola related.
Yeah, that's what we need, more homework for Fire Force.
If it'll make me understand
Honestly,
better, yeah.
like with Fire Force going, I really want them to bring back Soul Eater. Him and me was talking about this because I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a small break from One Piece just for a few minutes.
Then you screwed
I
yourself.
rewatched Soul Eater, at least started the first season or the first part of the season again, and as I was cooking, and I was just like, I really wish they would bring this back. Because they could have done so much more with it.
Yeah.
They really could
of
have.
course they can. The manga had so much more to offer.
Yeah. So it doesn't really make much sense on why they canceled out the show.
I don't know. There's
There's
some
always
constellations
something.
never have a proper explanation.
Yeah, they feed you one bullshit line, but really it's another reason why shows get canceled.
There's hundreds of reasons.
Yeah. That's why I barely keep up with like the reason why it's canceled, because it's 10,000 different things we always hear about it.
Most of it from what I've learned in film is that it's the views. The views start going down so much that it gets to the point where they just can't support it anymore.
Yeah, but if that was the case, technically Sword Art Online would be failed after the first season because apparently that show is so hated upon until the third season, which everybody says is the third season's better than the first two.
Honestly,
and I don't
the first two parts of season 1 and 2 were definitely worth watching.
Yeah.
The second part
of which one, season 2?
In season 1, there were certain points where it was just like, eh.
Yeah.
In season 1, season 2 was definitely just like, all right, I'm bored. And then when season 3 came out, it definitely got, when the movie in season 3 came out, Sword Art Online, it definitely got better in my opinion.
Oh.
Just towards the character of Kirito. Like, other than that, it was kind of all over the place.
Season 1, 2, and the movie's good, but season 3 is trash. I'll fight anybody on that. I will fight you on that. The main reason why is because all beginning of season 3, you're forced to hate these integrity knights, and then bam, War of the Underworld comes out, and then you have to love them. Like, no, fuck you. You taught me to hate them. Fuck them. Fuck you. Fuck the fucking twins. Fuck the Red Arrow dude. Fuck all of them, man. Just give me the original crew.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's depressing as much as it is.
Yeah.
Next one's Ruby.
Okay, well,
bitch.
Well, that's what I was about to say. We gotta get to the topic. Who do you think is right about the argument, Ren or Yang?
About the choices?
About everything, literally everything they've done.
Yang.
Like that was their argument about everything that's been going on in their whole journey.
Yang.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I have to go with Yang, and I'm not saying that because
you're the Yang lover.
I mean, Yang is my waifu, but that has nothing to do with it. Ren's just being a little baby back bitch about it. Like he had his arc, to tell you the truth. He had his arc about his father, about his land, and all
then
that stuff.
like we finally get to see his remnants because it's like he didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And then like all of a sudden we got to see that,
and
His remnant.
or whatever their abilities are called.
semblance. We've known his semblance for years.
We never see him use it until the town.
Yes, we have.
We have.
That's
He's used it.
You've just lost
He's
track.
used it in the town. He used it on the train with John's help.
But I like until they got to the town, he never used it in the beginning of the show. That's what I'm saying.
If you're saying that the first time he's ever used it was when he fought that Grim.
In his town, yes. That was the first time he used it.
Oh, that's what. Okay,
Is that what you're referring to? The first
Yes.
time that he fought that Grim and the horse?
yeah.
Well, then, yeah.
But
Well, like, what do you guys thought I was talking about?
I thought you were talking about the first time him using it at all.
No.
Well, that's just my bad. I misheard you then.
Okay, well, hold on. We went off topic. It was about the argument.
Yeah, I'm siding with Yang.
I'm siding with Yang because they made their choices. No one made them do it.
Yeah, he's not fully accepting, even though he's a huntsman, that these are choices that he should make. And we did see it all throughout last season that he practically became military-ish for General Ironwood.
He's just been questioning if anything they've been doing is the right choice.
Yeah. But
Because he's tired of thinking that all their decisions have been the right decision at this point.
which there's no such thing as the right decision.
Exactly.
It's what
It's
you
either-
feel like.
At this point, it should be like it is who gets it done, who gets what done.
Yeah.
Because Yang does have a point. I mean, I'll give Yang that has a point where if they haven't done anything since the beacon attack, things could have been so much different.
But you also do have to realize this. Crow, Nora, Oscar, and Ren have been falsely targeted because of Yang and Blake's decision telling Robin everything.
Yeah.
Because they were all together, but they weren't together at the time. They were all handling the relic at the time. They were falsely accused that they were not given a choice to give themselves the right answer. So that's pretty much just what it is. It's just probably he just feels overwhelmed that he doesn't get to make his own decisions anymore. That's in the way I see it, I feel like that's how he feels about it, that nothing's handled his way anymore. And the only time he got to make decisions of his own was when him and Nora had that whole fight about what's the right thing to do between Amity Tower or saving the people. And he chose the people.
Which is understandable. I mean,
Yeah.
you want to look out for the people. Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
And it's not the first time he's done that, because the other day I did decide to rewatch Ruby, and there was a moment during season 2 or 3, I think it was 2, where they were talking about how they had to cancel a mission to go save some people from Grimm to go defend the city of Vacuo.
yeah.
Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah. So it's not the first time that he wanted to go save people, but he couldn't. And he's chosen the people more than the actual objective a lot of times, like he did with the train.
I mean, which should
does
be-
make it hard.
Yeah.
It does make it hard, but I mean, like, I understand why he wants to do that, because I mean, at the end of the day, that should be the first priority for a hunch person.
But it does scare me, because we did talk about this. The first episode of the podcast is that we're predicting someone to die in Ruby this season, because
You still think it's Nora?
I don't think it's Nora anymore. I think it's Ren.
Oh my God! You cannot keep switching this shit around.
It's between Nora and Ren. They're having the most conflict between each other.
Well, like, because they
Actually,
were
that is
practically
true.
almost together, and now it's like she's badly damaged, and he's going through this dark moment where he might make the wrong decision.
Yeah.
So it's almost kind of like a 50-50.
I feel like there's going to be a decision between that Salem's going to give Ren and Nora that it's going to either kill Nora or kill Ren, and it's going to be a decision through Salem. That's how I feel it's going to happen. Either Salem or Cinder, because Cinder is getting the backhand a lot.
Yeah. And she's gonna finally snap. Like we're kind of getting that hint right now.
I'm
It's like,
surprised she hasn't snapped by now.
I mean, she's being
Jeez.
denied a maiden power. She already has one maiden power. She was denied it last season from Penny, and now she's being denied it again.
But
her
if
goal
you
is to have ultimate power at this point. I mean,
well, yeah, but it's like now she's kind of like going over her head and be like, you know what? It's like I got the taste of this. Now I want all of it.
Yeah.
It's like she's not even really trying to follow her plan anymore. It's like I'm thirsty for power now. So it's like it's almost like she doesn't care. On
She
top
was
of
always like that. That's why she fought Raven.
well, yeah,
Or the Raven has spring, right?
no fall.
Fall.
Yeah.
Okay.
We already knew we've already discussed. We don't know what a spring maiden is.
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like besides that, it's revenge against Ruby.
Wait. No. We had that backwards. Cinder's fall. Raven has winter.
That's right.
No. Penny has winter. Oh my God.
Penny has winter.
Penny has
we went
winter.
through this last season because
Cinder has fall because Cinder. That's how I know
yeah,
it's
winter
Cinder
was
fall.
supposed to get the winter maiden
Summer.
powers. Yeah.
Raven has. No, it's a spring. Oh my God! It's a.
We're going to rewatch season
Oh my God!
6, right? Yeah. We're gonna
Oh
rewatch
my
6.
God! It's spring because this whole discussion is when they were actually searching. It's like, where's the spring maiden? Remember, that's the whole groups. They were always constantly asking, where's the spring maiden on that volume? Where's the spring maiden?
Yeah.
So Raven and spring, we don't know where summer is.
Yeah.
That's where there's no whereabouts about
Cinder
it.
has fall. And Penny has winter.
Raven has spring. So yeah, we have no idea where summer is.
Yeah,
Isn't there a character named Summer, or am I thinking of something else?
you're thinking of something else.
You're thinking of something
Oh
else.
my God! Now it's gonna bother me. There's a character named Summer. Oh my God!
But with Ruby, it's basically going to be up in the air on what they decide to do at the end because
To them, it is about time a character died off, because I think the last time an important character died off was 3 when we lost Penny.
No, we
Oh,
just
not
lost.
Penny, Pyrrha.
Well, not her. I mean, we just lost Ace.
Fuck Ace.
I kind of liked him.
I didn't like it. Ace was a lot better than...
He's better than the rest of the crew.
Absolutely, he's a lot better than the rest of the crew, but fuck Ace.
Oh my God! What? I liked him. He was
Ace was only good because he was good to your favorite character. You love Crow. Crow is
Shut
your
up.
favorite character.
Yeah, he was funny.
And I feel bad for Crow. I wanted to give Crow a hug when he was like fucking depressed, and that little Mohawk bitch was like, "You don't deserve his little fucking clover. Fuck you."
Oh my god, what's her name again? She's really pissing me off. What's her name again? I can never remember.
I don't
It's a
remember.
good question. There's too many names to remember.
Speedy bitch. That's what I call her.
Sweetie.
Ruby knockoff.
So anything else about Ruby?
We don't know anything else. The crew.
The lab has one question, right?
Yeah,
It has
there was
one
still
question
one more
left.
question.
Yeah. I think if Salem does get to that lamp and the question, she's gonna ask where the beacon relic is, because that's what she was trying to tell Oscar. Like that's literally the first thing she asked him.
Well, she knows how Oscar's powers works. Like she knows,
Ospen.
Ozpin. Yes, Ozpin's not going to come out to talk to Salem. And if I was Ozpin, and I know this is really shitty to say, I would let
Oscar die.
I would let Oscar die.
Oh my god.
I would torture him so much that he would. What's he going to do? Like he's going to find another host? Okay, he's done it billions of years. He was there at the start of humanity.
But would that? But think about that. Actually, would that affect his resurrection or reincarnation?
He loses magical power every time he goes to a new body, and he did say it's dwindling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so, like, what if this would be one time where it really affects him?
It had to happen eventually, but
Yeah, because
Yeah, I know it's gonna happen.
It's almost like the movie.
But to
Old
lose
Guard,
Oscar so easily like that, if you're suggesting that, like, like,
come on.
I mean, come on.
How many lives has Ozpin gone through?
He's gone through 100 lives, but to lose Oscar so young and
But
such
he knows what happens if Salem has all 4 relics. The brothers will come back and they'll notice that Salem didn't learn her lesson. They'll just destroy the remnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at this point, it's almost turning into like saving the entire world.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Yeah.
The last one for anime is Digimon.
The falling felt kind of dragged out, to tell you the truth. Like them falling through the sky.
It did, but we really didn't talk about the last episode either. So
We didn't?
I thought we did.
No, because there was no new episode. That's why.
Well, yeah, because
we didn't talk about last week because there was no new episode.
Well, I don't think we talked about Devilmon.
Devimon?
Well, when he digivolved into Devilmon, and we got to see like a glimpse of War Greymon.
Oh, yeah, we didn't talk about that.
I think your eyes are catching me up on that.
Okay, yeah.
Did we not talk about that first episode?
We didn't talk about the last one before this.
Well, no, on our first broadcast, did we not talk about Digimon?
We did talk about it, but you guys are catching me up on Digimon.
Oh yeah, we just talked about like a basic brief on how good Digimon was. We didn't really talk about the episode. I mean,
you have to admit the falling part was dragged out.
yeah,
it was.
I'm not gonna psych out about them falling. It's like whatever. I mean, sorry, I murmured. There's really not much to talk about that whole sequence, other than of them just falling. But if you want to talk about the battle with Devimon, I mean, if I can remember correctly, the thing that was really cool. The thing that was really cool was that sneak peek of War Greymon, and how Metal Greymon went all dark after seeing Taichi get eaten.
Yeah.
That's really all I remember.
Well, like it was in my opinion, it was interesting to see Devimon actually have a Digi-evolution.
Yeah,
because
I mean
he
that's
never
all you.
had it.
I kind of rarely don't remember the original, so I mean that's gonna be all you really.
Yeah.
Well, it's just to me, it was cool to see him actually have an evolution for once.
He had like 2. Yeah, he went to like 1, and then he went to the final one.
Yeah. Well, we've never seen anything besides the one because apparently that was like the ultimate champion version.
Honestly, he kind of just reminded me of Kid Buu with all that screaming and laughing, and the extension of the arms and all that. I'm like, why am I only thinking about Kid Buu at this point? That's all I think about. And any anime or enemy that just starts like laughing or just no word, I just think of the Kid Buu now.
Well, it's sad how true that is.
Yeah, unfortunately. But I don't know. It was kind of cool to see War Greymon, but at the same time, like War Greymon's my all-time favorite Digimon too. So just to kind of get to see a glimpse was pretty cool. I don't know.
Yeah, I got nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
We'll see what happens next week if
If
there is one,
there-
because they've been kind of doing bi-weekly releases.
yeah,
almost
every 2 weeks there's an episode.
it's been inconsistent.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Because there was
like,
one where we had 2 episodes one day,
Yeah.
and then we wouldn't get anything for like 3 weeks.
Shit.
So
I mean,
they're kinda
it could be
inconsistent,
pandemic stuff, but at this point, I don't know.
That's the typical blame.
yeah.
Is that it for anime?
That was it for anime. We didn't watch any movies, so we don't have anything for that. But
The only movie
Mandalorian.
I did watch, you would be proud of me. I finally watched Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse for the first time ever.
So.
Oh,
So
boy,
since you finally watched this, your opinion.
oh God, here we go.
I liked it. I like the end credit scene, little meme thing where it's like, "What you're pointing at me? You're pointing at me."
How dare you point at me?
I don't know much about Spider-Man, and I know you're.
Oh,
okay
which
with,
one?
Miles Morales.
So I honestly don't know much about him either, because I've only seen him in like small crossovers with Spider-Man or Spider-Gwen or Ghost Spider as it is now. So honestly, I don't blame you on that one because I barely know much about him besides him being who he is.
I will tell you, out of the entire Spider group in there, I wanted to like the Spider-Man LA Noir theme one.
Yeah.
But I ended up liking Spider-Woman a lot more. She was one that was the best one throughout the whole movie for me.
Yeah, well, like
I think that was one of Nick Cage's best work, though. To be honest.
yeah, like one of his best voice acting was definitely this one.
Yeah.
So what did you think of what was her name? Penny?
Penny Parker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Penny
Parker.
The
anime.
Asian one.
Anime Spider.
Yeah, the one with the robot. She was alright. I don't want to say that's straight up anime Spider-Man.
Well, but her
But
style
she
is
is.
supposed to be anime.
She literally was designed to be the equivalent of anime Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That was literally. I mean, I don't want to be. I don't want like. I don't take my word for it, but from what I remember, like that was the only one of the only reasons she was designed for was the anime equivalent of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You may know more. You're the spider guy.
Well, so
you're our Spider-Man guy.
Okay, so the bad thing is when it comes to the comics, really the only 3 they're following at the moment is Ghost Spider, Miles Morales, and Peter Parker.
Wait, who's Ghost Spider now?
Spider-Gwen.
That they're calling her Ghost Spider now?
Yes.
Why?
By issue 30, they're like, she is Ghost Spider because she's white. Her suit's white. It's basically almost like a ghost.
I don't like it.
That's the same simplistic
I don't like
imaging
it.
as Power Rangers, like red power, green power, and all that.
Well, but I don't really think it has anything to do with that. I think it's just the way the style of the suit is.
Yeah, but I still don't like it. Why can't she just stay as Spider-Gwen? She's always been Spider-Gwen.
But the whole point is to hide the identity. So.
I mean...
So the bad thing in the comics towards this whole Spider-Man thing is that in the comics, 3 of her friends know who she is, and her father knows who she is.
Yeah.
Her father's almost died and has been imprisoned to protect her, and her 3 friends practically became distant because of it.
Yeah.
So by making an identity of her and her friends calling her Ghost Spider basically re-hit it, so no one knew who she was. Yeah. And she could kind of almost get back to normal life, almost. Because she was in a band and all this other stuff. And it almost kind of helped her get back to that point. Now I'm probably about 10 issues behind, but it's there. So
shame on yourself. 10 issues behind.
Well, shit.
I figured you'd be on top of this shit already.
You want to know how bad I'm behind on
Go to
Spider-Man?
your room.
Like, you don't want to know how bad I am behind on Spider-Man. The last one I read was, I think, 805, because they finally reached issues 800.
Why did you have to look at your clock for that?
Yeah,
I was
that's
seeing what time
scary.
it was. I'm sorry. And the bad thing is that it's almost 9 o'clock. It's like, wow. I think the last issue I looked at was like 840.
Yeah.
845 was the recent one I got. So it's like I'm probably about
845.
almost
issues.
40 issues behind.
You got to catch up.
Dude, you do not want to see the box I have that's like, that needs to be read.
I'm sure it's a huge box.
It's depressing.
I mean, you say depressing. I say good time. You got a big box of comic books.
Well, so that on top of One Piece.
Well, fuck One Piece. You'll never catch up on that
Oh,
unless
I'll catch up.
you'll catch up. But
I'm watching 3 episodes a day, so it's going to be slow, but it's there.
You're going to catch up with One Piece. Might as well call in sick to work, get vacation, no sleep. Stock up on Monster. You need that sponsorship.
Screw
from
Monster. Bang, bro.
Oh.
That shit works.
I can't say anything about Bang. I've not tried it.
Dude, it works. I was about to fall asleep in my car on the way home. I drank a Bang, and I was up, bro.
I
was
can't
like,
say
oh my
anything.
God.
I tasted a real energy drink a few months ago. One of my buddies who was in the military, he let me try a military drink that's called Quip. Ooh, one can. I was
Quip.
wired for 2 days.
That
I
does,
did not
that
sleep.
does sound familiar. Quip.
That's
You remember-
military energy drinks.
Yeah, like, you remember the equivalent of Mountain Dew called a Volt?
No.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Dude, that was so good.
Oh, yeah.
I miss it. But back to Spider-Man.
I would
boy.
say
We're gonna be here forever. Now that you mentioned that,
I'm gonna end this. Like, I knew what I was gonna do with it when you went.
Well,
like,
no, okay, so
okay.
Well, no, okay. So the bad thing is that if anyone's tuning into this, is that we got Batman, DC, Spider-Man, Marvel, and it's like when I say something about Batman, it's like he's like
He knows
straight in there.
that's true.
So
I'll nerd out just like him, so he can't. I'm not going to say anything. He's not going to say anything. It's just how it is. What I will say to close my mind on the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie, it was, as for a person who does not know anything about Spider-Man, and I've only seen the movies, I've never read the comics, unlike you.
I've read most of the comics, not all.
Yeah.
So
I would give it a 9 out of 10, and the reason why I'm not giving it a perfect score is because I felt like they did not use too much of Spider-Ham.
I'll give you that. What to me, honestly,
Really?
what kind of
I didn't see
That's
much
the
screen time
only
with him.
reason you're not giving it a 10.
It was a perfect movie. Fisk was just comically hilarious with his character design. It made me question Doors a lot.
I don't think we've actually. No, we see him going through an elevator door.
Yeah.
yeah. It's like this big dude walking through this elevator door, and it's just like,
You look at
Bro.
him, he's like he's the alpha.
yeah. But
I will give it. It's a good movie. It's not the most perfect movie. Spider-Ham was not really too well used in my opinion. I feel like there could be more screen time of him. Same thing with the Spider-Man LA Noir one. Yeah.
I kind of felt like this movie was kind of aimed towards the main three though, which is our Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Spider-Gwen. Just because right now they're the most three popular ones, but really the only time we ever see any of the other Spider-Mans is Spider-Verse stuff.
Yeah.
That's really the only time that we ever see the other Peter Parkers and then any other Spider-Mans, because in a multiverse, Mary Jane Watson became a Spider-Woman. Peter Parker has a daughter, which he's basically fighting with his daughter, fighting against crime, so on and so forth kind of thing. And honestly, it's there. I kind of agree with you, 9 out of 10, even being the Spider-Man fan I am, with those reasons. But at the same time, like, I get that you're introducing people to the series. I didn't really care for the whole comic thing when they were explaining people's comics.
introducing everybody. They did overplay that a lot.
Like, one time would have been fine just for regular Peter Parker. Like, maybe just like a short summary of them like introducing themselves.
If you think about it, there's 2 times it showed off comic book entries for Peter Parker and 2 times for Miles Morales, because it did the 2 Spider-Mans and then the Miles Morales Spider-Man one at the end of the movie.
Yeah, they did the one at the end where he was more comfortable, and then one where he was just barely introducing himself.
Yeah.
But enough of that. So, Mandalorian.
Anybody going to say it, or am I going to say it?
What?
Ahsoka fucking Tano.
Oh yes. I was about to. No,
Finally.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm actually waiting to see how the internet is gonna really freak out about the forever known Baby Yoda has an actual name now, Grogu.
Yes.
How is the internet gonna react to that? Now that I think about that, that's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen anything on that, which is
Really?
weird.
Neither have I. Like, ever since we watched the episode yesterday, I've only seen people talk about, show clips of Ahsoka only. They've not really talked about Grogu or the child.
Yeah.
But he has a name now. He has
He
official
finally has a name, yes. Which is
we
weird.
We did know that he was 50 years old. I did not know he was in the Jedi Temple.
He was doing the
at time.
Clone Wars. Oh my god! Even though he's that old, he still looks like that.
Yeah,
I know Yoda was like 900 when he died, but like my god!
But he was there during the purge of the Republic, the purge of the Empire,
And somebody took him out. We don't know who took him out of there, but somebody did.
Well, there's a lot of Jedi.
So it now makes me go through like what has he been through ever since now and the rise of the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like she said, it's like, even the fear that she's seen, it's even like she talked about Anakin, which was really cool because it's like
that was definitely, in my opinion, the reason why she didn't want to train Grogu was because she was afraid he was going to be another Anakin problem.
Yeah, well, which wasn't really her fault, unfortunately. It was basically everything that the Jedi Order was going through at the time of the Clone Wars.
Pretty much all we know is now we know for sure Padme was not the only reason between Anakin's betrayal of the Order and the Republic. Now it was because he lost a pupil that he watched growing up, was betrayed by the one thing that he wanted in and he got into, that he was basically betrayed through Padme and Ahsoka. Which I will say this, God, I know this actress. I'm looking at her face right now in my head. I know her name, but I cannot think of it. The actress of Ahsoka. She looks
like the
amazing.
live action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
live
Rosario Dawson.
action. Damn,
Yes.
that was quick.
When you stick to a name of who's playing Ahsoka, of course I'm gonna stick by it.
I can't say anything. I did that with Bo-Katan, but like
Exactly.
I've not seen anybody like try to replicate her to look like Ahsoka, but she looked good in that episode. She looked pretty good, Ahsoka.
Yeah, she did. Like I said yesterday,
It was
because it's a live action. It was kind of weird.
No, it wasn't because it's live action. It was trippy for me of like hearing a different voice after knowing
Because
Ashley's
they
voice
stick
for a
with
while.
the same voice actress with
Yeah,
Bo-Katan.
so like once you've heard that voice for so long, that was what was weird to me, just hearing her in a different voice.
Well, the voice, yeah, it was there, but like to see her as a live action character finally, it threw me off a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. It definitely threw me off.
Actually, no. Now that we're talking about this, besides Ahsoka finally on her live action debut, I think what really freaked me out the most is when she mentioned Grand Admiral Thrawn. Oh my god, I almost shit myself. You have no idea. I love that character so much. In the entire empire of characters. Oh my god, he's good.
His
and
character
Tarkin.
development was definitely good.
Him and Tarkin, I admire one of the most. And and Thrawn being mentioned, oh my god, I'm just having flashbacks of everything he's done in Rebels. I'm like, oh my god, if we can actually see him in live action, if he's still doing what he still does.
Well, because we got to see Rex and stuff during Rebels, this is a what if. I highly doubt this is ever going to happen.
You think he's alive, Rex? Is that what he's trying to say?
Didn't they say at the end of Rebels he was in the Battle of Lothal?
He was in the Battle of Endor.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
yeah, I guess
it would be kind of cool to see Mandalorian meet up with Rex just for one episode. Like, I don't even care if it's 5 minutes. It would just be cool to see him.
Well, I don't know how much more they can do because in season 2 so far we've seen a faceless Boba Fett, which has never been seen before. So we basically have Boba Fett, which that they chose the same actor for Jango Fett and the clones.
Well, technically his son was a clone, just didn't have the
Well, yeah,
aging
but
deal.
they went out of their way to get the
original
actor,
yeah,
of Jango
which
Fett.
made it even better.
We have the voice actor and now live appearance of Bo-Katan. And now we have the first ever live visual of Ahsoka Tano. So season 2 has done a lot.
Oh, besides that, the mention of General
Ron.
General Ron,
Yeah.
like that could eventually come into light, if not maybe at the beginning of season 3, if who we're dealing with doesn't survive.
Because that just leads to one thing. As soon as she mentioned him, that only just brought up another question: what happened to Ezra?
Yeah,
Because he
That is
was
true.
literally the last person he was with Ezra.
And Satine.
And if it's the same timeline from Rebels to now, that's what Sabine and Ahsoka that's what their mission was, finding Ezra.
yeah, because that's where we left off at on Rebels.
Was her trying to find Ezra.
Yeah, because that was her last thing.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of
then-
hoping. I mean, if they don't show it, on Mandalorian, maybe an Ahsoka spinoff, maybe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Think about
Trenton,
that.
if you haven't watched season 2, you need to. It's getting really good.
Oh, remember how we talked about are they gonna show the owl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did see.
yeah.
We actually missed it. I actually found a screenshot online. We actually did miss it.
What?
Yeah.
The owl was in there?
Yeah.
Where?
I saw a screenshot, and there was like, I saw a screenshot. It's because somebody did mention it. I'm like, oh my god, we missed it. It was like on the top left corner when Mando was trying to look for her through the woods. It was like right there. I'm like, oh my god, we missed that.
Well, but so besides the owl, to see the cats was also another cool thing to see.
The
that
love
was
cats.
that was in the animation and never in a live action. So that was another cool thing to see,
Oh, yeah.
in my opinion.
It kind of makes me wonder though, like, because the lowcats are, what's the word? They're
You can do it now.
well, no, it's the lowcats, are only known for and seen on Lothal.
Yeah.
So like, did they just put them in there just because for the Easter egg, or like are some animals can they be seen like randomly throughout the galaxy?
Unless they were taken there, they were probably put there as an Easter egg. But I wouldn't doubt if someone took them to that planet and then they started producing.
I know I'm trying to get too into it because I mean, besides the lowcats, they've never been shown outside of Lothal, so I'm just like, I don't want to get too into it with the animals, but that's just me. But yeah, we missed the owl. Like Dave Filoni did show it off. Like, it was just like, it was quick. That's where you missed it. It was like a quick top left corner, boom, next scene.
Yeah.
Which was actually cool. When I saw the screenshot, oh my god, there is the owl. I can't believe we missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you didn't hear me, Trenton, definitely get started on season 2 when you can, because it's definitely getting good. And oh my god, I can't wait, because I'm curious on what those suits are actually going to be at the end of the last episode.
The suits?
The suits that we saw that on the Empire ship.
I feel like we're not going to see anything about that till close to the end of the season.
But
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see what those actually are, because it's just
Yeah.
they look like Fallout armor, just Empire stormtrooper.
Like Death Troopers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it kind of felt to me by seeing it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I also did like how they sprinkled in Ahsoka's theme throughout the episode. If you actually did hear it,
Yeah, I did hear it a few times.
I like how
Which was pretty cool.
I like how it was sprinkled through some of the scenes, which I'm glad that characters do have themes. When you really think about it, I mean, this has been known for a while. I mean, this has been known for a while that some characters do have their themes, but it's nice to know that Ahsoka now has a theme that it can always be brought back to.
Yeah. Anything else on Mandalorian?
I wish Sabine was there. I wish we could have seen Sabine. If
I wish there was
if they are still together looking for Ezra, I wish I could have seen Sabine run.
Yeah.
Like even if there was like a small mention, that would have been nice.
The only thing I can think of is she probably just went back to her clan for something.
What'd you think of the lightsaber choreography from her?
It almost had a samurai style to it.
Well, no, that was the battle with that Magister.
Well, yeah, but
I do think they went in with the classic 70s look because it didn't look like 2 and 3 saber looks where it's just too bright. It looked like watching 4, 5, and 6 where like it's a little
dim but not too bright.
Yeah.
Which, in my opinion, it does make it feel a little bit better because then it's not like it doesn't feel like it's overpowered almost.
I got nothing else for Mando.
I guess not. I mean, I mean, if there's really nothing to talk, I mean, I guess they already talk about Grogu, but then there's really not. Oh, yeah, okay.
There was really nothing else besides the fighting.
Yeah,
the choreograph of the fight.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
With games, honestly, I finally finished the campaign for Cold War.
What'd you think of it?
I enjoyed the story.
The
ending really frustrated me though.
Well, there's like three or four endings, right?
Yeah, there's
like
endings.
Okay, well, the ending I got really
was it the evil ending?
I don't know which one's the evil ending, but mine was basically you did all that stuff and you agree upon it to help him out, and then he still shoots you at the end.
Sounds like the evil ending to me.
I thought the evil ending was the one where you signal the Russians to kill Woods, Mason.
Oh, that's an ending? Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's an ending.
Okay, yeah, so no, that would be the evil one. I think mine was just mediocre, but it's just like, I agreed to help you, and you still shoot me.
Yeah.
After I finally find out that
Honestly,
I was a Russian.
That sounds like typical COD
Well,
story to me.
Oh, yeah.
But it just... Overall, the story was great. In my personal opinion,
I'm kind of surprised how
enjoyed the
short it
story
was
a
from
lot.
what you described to me.
Like there was 2 side missions, and then the rest was like straight story,
Which
was kind of.
It only took you like what 3 days?
Yeah, because I split it up. If I was to sit down and play it in a day, I probably could have beaten it from 8 to 8.
Yeah.
On
If
veteran.
you play it nonstop, I guess you could just down in one day.
Because I played it on veteran, so. And that was the terrible part out of it.
That's all I can say about COD. It's just, eh.
Well, honestly, like
So
really, at this point,
you have nothing to say. You're not willing to download it.
I don't want COD.
well, at this
Yeah, you
point,
played a lot of
it's-
Modern Warfare, and you liked the beta though, didn't you? Did you
I-
like the beta?
I enjoyed the beta to an extent.
Okay,
well,
yeah,
like,
to an extent.
So, like, besides that, it was just like at this point, it's mostly for the campaign.
I heard Zombie was good.
Zombie is great. dude.
People keep saying that. Like even when I was camping out at GameStop, like people were actually like praising how good the zombie modes were.
It's actually pretty good. My only thing, because I like the classics so well, is like I didn't exactly agree with the map where it basically shows you where everything's at.
That's no map.
No, there is a map now.
Oh, you mean like an actual?
Yeah, there's like an actual map.
Yeah,
on
I
your
did
screen
see
now.
that. I was thinking that was the first. Yeah, that was the first. Like they've never given you an actual.
So it shows you where the weapons are at. The
So it's like open
build
world?
deal. No, it's still a map. It's just it shows you where the weapons are at now, where your ammo's at, because you can pick up ammo now and stuff like that.
Wait. You can pick up ammo from dead zombies.
No, you could. They have ammo crates, and if you spend like a certain amount of credits, you
Oh,
get
for
ammo
like the same weapon or for your entire inventory?
for that weapon that you're holding at the turn.
But that's always been a thing. If you go to the weapon,
But there's like actual crates.
Oh, like it not specific to the weapon.
Yeah, so like say I
Okay.
have a ray gun, I run out of ammo, I could run to one of those crates,
What?
spend
No.
5,000 credits and get ammo for it.
What?
No, that makes zombies a little bit too easy.
Yeah, that's why people have
really?
been liking it, because it's now getting easier.
No, it's really not easier.
That's all I keep hearing people say. Now I'm going to have to play this, see how it is. If you can get
You
ammo.
can now. Why don't you tell the people what you did Black Friday?
Oh my God. Do I really have to?
I mean,
This man camped out at GameStop.
Yes, I
for
camped
all
out.
night.
11 hours. He was there with patio chairs and a Nintendo
Yes,
Switch.
it was all worth it. Definitely worth it.
This
Oh my
man
God.
got the Xbox Series.
Hey, I'm not as bad as the
I
people
should've
who were
told
up
you.
front.
I shouldn't have told you to unplug your Series X and put it on the table.
Oh man, that
That
would
would
have
have
been
been a good
genius.
ornament. No.
That would have been genius.
Damn.
Actually, that would have been too tall.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say too tall.
Well, I mean, I guess if
We
I
could
do
still
it,
lay it flat.
I guess so.
And then,
Yes, folks, I did get Series X. Oh my God, it was a battle. You have no idea.
and
We're a bunch
besides
of-
the Series X, I made the decision to start slowly converting to PC.
I converted him to the Master Race.
Hmm
Ghostblade felt so betrayed.
I'm already betrayed. I'm all alone.
Both people on this table have converted over to PC.
Look, you keep saying get me the PC, but no, I'm not. I don't really.
I'll convert you.
No, I don't really care. I just don't really. I don't really want to get into all that. I really don't. I don't care. I'm a simple man who wants a simple console to play my games. That's it. I don't need to spend, or I don't have the patience or time to go through all these PC parts and all that nonsense.
I mean,
No. We're end of the end of this.
what I'm
we're
saying-
ending this discussion here.
you camped out for 11 hours for a Series X.
Yes, because at that point, that was literally going to be the last chance to even get one. Like, there's been reports that there's not even going to be a restock until like March of next year. Like maybe Christmas, but I don't know. Nobody's been saying anything about Christmas time.
But even then, I'm not going to try and get one.
Yeah.
But still, hey, I fought for it. I was determined. I fought for it. It's mine.
Next
and it's
generation.
freaking amazing. I love the damn thing.
Next gen, I'll convert you.
No, you're never gonna convert me.
I will.
No, you're not. You keep telling yourself that, but it's never gonna happen. You can stop. You can stop trying now.
Just watch me.
Nah, you just waste your time.
One of these days, I'll just build you a PC and give it to you.
Then I'm never gonna use it.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't believe me. Oh, you don't believe me, but it would just be sitting there, be like, haha, look at Jacob tried to do. Best don't know shit.
Give me a foot stand.
Series X is amazing, guys. If you can get your hands on it, oh my god, just do it.
It is a lot smaller than what some people are portraying it.
Yeah, you saw it. It wasn't that
I
big.
saw it. I personally wanted to see it. What you doing?
What are you talking about, Trent?
Trent's
He says,
commenting?
do me, LOL.
How are you seeing comments? Like I have not been updated on people commenting.
Because I'm on PC.
He's on his damn phone. It's on your damn phone. What do you mean?
Trent, what are you talking about?
That's basically the entire list after that.
Yeah.
We can just kind of ramble if we want.
Well, I don't know if I told you before we go. I mean, I don't know if I told you. At least I'm not as bad as the people who are at front of the line. Brian, these two, there was two PlayStations. These two up front, they wanted PlayStations. Those two have been there since Tuesday, 1 p.m.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Like what? Did they have a cooler full of food?
Yes.
Oh my
They
god.
had their. He was the no. He was the funniest part of those. Conveniently, there was a Chase right next door to the GameStop, and for some reason, it had an outdoor plug outlet. These guys had the longest fucking cable that they connected to that Chase outlet to theirs, to the
And
front
Chase
line.
was okay with this.
They were closed. What
I
are they
don't
gonna
even think they
say?
knew.
Chase was everything was closed. What are they gonna say? No, I wish I would have taken a picture. Which I'm actually hating myself. I'm regretting that I didn't take a picture. But they plugged it into that chain, and they just had like this 200 foot long cable that with a cable with like they had their own outlets and everything.
Are these aren't the guys I saw on the news that they had mattresses outside? For
No.
this?
Oh my god, no.
Yeah,
They just had patio chairs, but they had like coolers. They had like a lamp. They had like a heating lamp
I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
because they really wanted the PlayStation.
you couldn't be like this one group I saw on Facebook, not on Facebook, on YouTube this morning, of two guys went out and got air mattresses with like 7 or 8 blankets to cover themselves, so that they were outside the GameStop for Black Friday for PS5s, and they were posted. They had 2 air mattresses, 1 for each person, just sitting in line. They were number 1 and number 2 in line, just won the PS5s.
No, I'm sorry, I don't love my console that much. Like, I'll eventually get an Xbox for like certain games, but because a lot of certain ones are becoming cross-platforming, and I eventually do plan on building my own PC for editing too, so I'll just eventually start going to that, just so I don't have to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. There's some games I'm gonna have to keep original on console, but not all games.
I can't say much. I went back to my Xbox today to play Kakarot, and I finally finished the second Kakarot DLC.
Yeah.
I said screw the 300 grind.
Well, see that, like, everyone's talking about like the weapon skins for COD, and you know what? I commend y'all on doing it. I commend you on getting Master Prestige. Well, like, weren't you guys trying to on Black Ops 4 trying to get like?
I was trying to get Damascus.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to get a Master Prestige. That's it.
Well, I commend you for even trying, because me, I'm just.
I didn't get it, and there was one week. I know to you, I was playing with you with Call of Duty every day, that I was unbearable for 1 week because some sniper fucking held me back. That you know exactly what I'm talking about. There was one time
oh my god, which sniper was it? Was it the semi-auto?
It was a semi-auto. I don't remember what it was called. It was the one that was like a fucking bolt action that like you. That it was
the lever action. Oh, the lever action.
Yeah.
One? Oh my god, yes.
I spent a week on this sniper, and there is countless holes in my desk because of this fucking sniper. I'm just like fucking beating my desk with a controller. I'm fucking like pounding my desk with my fist. I did have to fix one hole that there is one challenge where you have to get like a fucking
outlaw, yes.
The outlaw, fuck that sniper, where you have to get like 5 kills without dying with it. And there was like so many times I was trying to get one. There was days I had to go through like just 1 kill streak, and I just like fucking put my fist through the desk, that like my desk was like right here in my arm. Basically, just because I was so angry and fucking, I felt like Ghostplay in here needed Jesus with the amount of times of cussing that I went through. That I know Satan's going to church now.
I feel your pain, but I think it's this button.
Fuck you.
No, I do know his pain because that sniper was pretty.
No, it was because I gave the sniper rifle a try because I was trying to go back to my sniping ways, and it just wasn't happening.
Yeah,
not with that rifle at least.
Yeah.
I do feel your pain on that one.
I think, to my knowledge, I have every gun diamond except for the knife, and the knife challenge is just fucking. I said fuck this and I quit.
I think I only got as far as gold, but I think that's it. Really.
Yeah.
Like I got gold on a few weapons I really cared about, but other than that, I was like, I'm not gonna try.
I just hate till this day. I just still hate how there's weapon levels. Oh my god, why is there weapon levels?
Honestly,
especially. Wait a minute. Correct me on this. Is it true that the weapons level is like 80 now for Cold War?
I think so because my
god! What?
There's body, there's mag, there's
but
stock,
an actual level weapon of 80
to get maxed.
Yes, to fully max out and have every attachment. It's like 80.
God! Forget about it.
Nope.
I'm already sick of weapons. Oh my god!
Like I was telling him because we were talking about this one day. It's like I want to go back to the Black Ops 1 mechanics where you had to pay for your attachments
with its own currency.
Yes.
Now that was a good system because you earned good money no matter what you did.
Yeah, and it's like if there was something particular you wanted to your gun, you had to get it. There was like no ands, if, or buts about it.
Yeah, not being locked away at like level 50. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't even want to think about it. Now that makes me not really want to get Cold War at this point, if that's the case.
Well, it's like, honestly, I mainly got it for the zombies because I miss zombies.
I do want to try the zombies. If everyone keeps praising it as it is, I kind of do want to play that.
I miss zombies. And really.
You got a disc, right? You got a disc?
No,
everything's digital.
Who the fuck buys disc anymore?
I do. Well, he does.
I
You
don't
usually
no, I
buy
don't
discs.
well, I normally did, but I don't have room for the disc anymore.
What do you mean you don't? What do you mean you don't? For
Look at
the
that.
shelf?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's really your excuse?
You're gonna buy another bookshelf that's bigger?
Hell no.
Okay,
That's your own problem.
exactly. Everything's going digital with gaming. Movies, on the other hand, that's a whole nother thing.
Oh, that's you, boo boo.
Yeah, I know that's a me problem on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we've rambled on. I mean, at this case, we always ramble on about a lot of things.
Well, we
but
do got 5 minutes left first in on our usual time.
Yeah, so like
I'm pretty much good. I talked about all that needed to be talked about through the weekend. Kakarot DLC, it's decent. It's not the best. I wish it was better.
yeah, well, like I never got into Kakarot because of school and because I saw how open world it was.
Yeah.
Destiny,
it's still fun. It still can be fun.
Yeah, like Destiny, it was a major debate to get back into that, even with school. So
All I can say now is Kakarot really is the only thing holding me to my console. Once the last DLC comes out, I'm fully done with my console.
yeah, well, like I think what's going to keep me in console, to be honest, at this point, would probably be like Mortal Kombat or something.
Yeah.
But I also use my console as a DVD player, so and a streaming software. So
I did that the other day. I decided to watch a movie the other night.
Brian, I think you ended the stream.
no,
Yeah, you did.
no, still going.
Are you sure?
Yeah, still showing it's going right here.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Trenton just talked about let's do Destiny.
I mean, we got
Well, with
4
Destiny,
minutes.
well,
I mean, I think
we
he's
can keep
supposed
going
to
at
talk
this
about
point.
to you.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you have him on?
What do you want to talk about on Destiny?
Do you have him on Xbox?
No, I don't. I think he's on PlayStation anyways, because my uncle is.
Or
on
do you want to
PlayStation.
talk about Destiny? Yeah, he just wants to talk about Destiny. Yeah, they raised the power level. Yeah, they raised the power level to 7. Yeah, because every new expansion pass or season, like they always raise the starting level for like new players or anybody really.
Yeah, the
What was
max is 1250,
1260.
1260,
Yeah,
and I'm almost at 12.
there's a soft cap, a hard cap, and a pinnacle cap.
Yeah,
The pinnacle cap is really bad. Oh my god, getting to
Yeah.
the pinnacle cap is so slow.
Yeah, like I'm almost at 1200, which has been annoying, but
I know you haven't been playing a lot, but man, you still haven't hit 1200.
No.
Oh Jesus.
Well, like I've been trying to do the weekly challenges, but noticing that the weekly challenges are now through the bounties.
Wait a minute. I literally just saw on the character streak, you could just get your character to 1200. I just saw it.
Yeah.
You can literally now buy them to 1200. I don't know why. I don't know what.
I'm not doing that. No.
But I don't. Now that I think about it, what made them come to that decision? Like, oh, just skip over all that. You don't need to do it. Just buy them to 1200.
I don't know, but I'm not doing that. No, hell no.
I think it was only like $5,
Oh.
if I remember correctly.
And you can use the ice power when you beat the game. Honestly, I kind of hated that.
The stasis.
Yeah,
That's the
honestly, I hated that, in my opinion.
What,
I kind of wanted
getting
to
to
use
it?
it. No, I wanted to use the stasis through the story.
But you did. It was just like in those certain moments.
Well, but I wanted to use it throughout the whole thing.
I mean, they can't just they just can't give it to you right away.
Well, like I wouldn't say give it to me within the first 3 to 4 missions, but probably like by the 5th or 6th, use it throughout the rest of the way.
Pretty
That's
sure
why-
in the
that's
words of
why they-
Bungie,
That's why they make you play it. So
fuck you.
Yeah,
That's
that's
literally
pretty
why
much
they
how
force you to
Bungie is.
play it so that you can play their game and force you to play it so that you can actually get to what you want.
yeah. But the stasis ability is actually a lot of fun, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It definitely kind of brought the game back to an extent.
not for the people on Crucible. Oh my god.
I know it's frustrating
For
because I used it on
Crucible,
Crucible. and it was
it
annoying.
is the most hated subclass right now
Oh yeah.
ever since it's been introduced.
I know. I finally played Crucible, and
Yeah, no. Even I have to admit on Crucible that
yeah,
shit is
I
annoying.
wanted to beat my face in.
Yeah, even I have to admit I don't play a lot of Crucible. Even even though I have to admit it was really annoying. And
I just did Crucible this season for a bounty, and I don't want to do that again. I'll do Crucible for Iron Banner, but that's it. And
you said February, but they should be coming here pretty soon.
I'm just saying what I saw on a roadmap.
It's coming in like December, dude.
What, for a crossplay?
The Iron Banner.
Oh, the Iron
He
Banner.
mentioned like it's coming first. I'm like, why? I questioned. I'm like,
I'm
why
just
is it
saying
so?
what I saw. What I saw on a roadmap like a few months ago that it was coming February.
Well, no, you're
if
wrong.
they changed it, then I don't know about it. You're wrong. Well, then they changed it.
Yeah, so there, with Triton, there is a new quest when you beat it. It's just kind of doing like side stories, basically.
You're doing the Exo Strangers basically campaign
Yeah.
at that point,
And you're just getting extra stuff for the darkness.
Yeah,
which is really good. Like which is really
that.
good upgrades. Like you should really consider getting. I'm not. You should really consider getting them all.
Yeah.
Rocking. Trenton says I'm rocking Gambit. Yeah, Gambit can still be fun. It can be annoying.
It could, yeah,
That's right.
it's
Oh my
definitely-
god, the invaders with the snipers. Oh my god, those are really annoying.
I had to deal with the rocket launchers mostly, in the ones I played.
Nah.
That
Snipers.
well, but like the ones that I was doing with shotguns were normally Titans, so they were able to get in really close, especially if you couldn't find them.
I mean, if you don't see them coming from like at all, then yeah, they're gonna come up with you by surprise, which can be a little, which can be hard because you're worrying about, especially with the pre-meebles, you're worrying about them more than what's really going else around you.
Yeah.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, we got the Whisper, but you can't get it now, or can
the
you?
Whisper, the sniper rifle.
Yeah,
the-
it's a sniper rifle.
The Whisper of the Worm. Yeah, you can't even get that shit right now.
Yeah, so
Nobody knows when they're bringing that, or the post rifle, the Outperfected Prime. Nobody knows when they're bringing those back.
So on those, if you have the quest for them, just go ahead and scrap them and just wait until they re-release the rifles, because that's all you really can do at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, we should really wrap this up now.
Yeah, really.
It's 9:33.
We're pretty much 2 minutes over.
I was thinking about it at some point, start going up to 2 hours, because eventually this is going to get longer.
Yeah, but that's not till like next year when we got certain animes coming out. Like we're waiting on Attack on Titan's final season, which
December.
So waiting on My Hero Academia.
Most I've heard was April.
There's one
February.
I watch. I don't know if you
think it was
really like
April,
mech
February.
animes still.
kind of. If
It's
they're
called
done right.
Darling.
Darling in the Franz.
Yeah.
I finished it. Darling.
So, all right. So, what's your opinion on the design of the mechs? Just in general, I guess.
It's very Japan.
It is.
I trying to think of the best way to say this. It's a good anime. I watched it in English. I did not
did
watch
too.
it in Japanese.
I watch it in English on Hulu, so
So did I. The only reason why I pushed myself on Hulu is because Hulu said it was expiring off Hulu, but they only took out the first 12 episodes for some strange reason. The ending was great.
Yeah, spring.
I would watch it again, honestly.
yeah. Apparently, season 2 is supposed to come out next year, so
Yeah.
it's the only reason I asked, because I was like, I even saw the anime sticker the website sent you on a Ford Mustang that came into my job today. I was just like, bro. And it had a Dragon Mane sticker too.
Hero Academia, spring of next year. That's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's other animes. Sword Art Online's supposed to come out the movie's supposed to come out next year sometime. I don't know when this season 4 comes out. I don't think there's an official time date on that.
Which is kind of annoying.
Yeah. I feel like we do got a while before we go to 2 hours for the podcast.
We're still too small to be thinking about 2 hours. My God.
Yeah. So you want to wrap us up? Get us out of here?
Yeah. I was trying to look at something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so as always, I'm Lion-O.
Wiggly's death.
I'm Ghostblade.
And we'll see y'all next